Friendly Neighborhood Gamer here, and welcome back to another video. After taking an overdue vacation this week, it is great to be back. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of glitches that are still currently working in the game. All these glitches were filmed as of this morning, so they are all still currently working. Now, before we get into the video, I want to shout out to some of the recent subscribers. Thank you, Nicholas Hoschel, Barrel Killa, Gringo Gaming, Private Ryanism, Arise Dreams, Ronald Sloan, Arctic Ocean 91, Why Did I Do That, Crazy Man 4985, and Al Robertson. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Now, with that said, let's get right into it. So the first one is going to be a falling rune glitch. This is a newer one, and it's going to be at this location on the map in the consecrated snowfield. If you don't know how to get there, you just need to get to the consecrated snowfield, and it's at this location. But once you're at this site of grace, all you have to do is call the bridge down. So once you've called the bridge down and you've gotten onto the bridge, make sure you go all the way up, and then once you're up at the top here, you're going to run outside of the cave. But before you do that, if you want to repeat this, make sure to step on the bridge so it goes down again. That way you can repeat it a little bit easier if you decide to spawn at that site of grace and repeat this. Once you're about right here, all you have to do is call your horse in and then jump on this ledge right here and then do a double jump right off the edge and then just continue swinging. Now, you do not have to swing continuously. All you have to do is, of course, swing every 13 seconds. If you wait past that, it will kill you because of the death barrier. Now, I will say these definitely aren't the best rune farming methods in the world, just because you don't get a ton of runes. You get a decent amount depending on what playthrough you're on, but it isn't the best rune farming method by far. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to cut to the end where I actually get the runes, because it does take about a minute to a minute and a half to actually get those. But once you've fallen and got those runes, then you can rinse and repeat. I did not use a golden pickled fowlfoot for this method. So the next one is going to be with the Pulley Crossbow here. Now, this does only seem to work with the Pulley Crossbow, although I haven't tested it out with a bunch of crossbows because I don't really use them. So what we are going to be doing is basically, if you put any status effect on your right hand weapon, say your sword, while you have the crossbow out, it will transfer to the Pulley Crossbow once you hit an enemy. So once you have that Pulley Crossbow out and then you have your right hand weapon, what I'm going to do is put a bleed effect on my bolts. So I'm just using regular bolts for this. I'm going to stab myself with seppuku, and then I'm going to shoot at an enemy with the bolts, and it transfers that status effect to the crossbow. And as you can see, when I'm shooting these enemies, they are getting a bleed proc for blood loss. This one is fun. You can play around with it as you want. My crossbow's only leveled up halfway, but it still works really good with this method, and it is definitely fun to use. And this does work with the weapon buffs, such as the greases that you put on your sword. It will transfer that proc over to your crossbow as well. And it can also work with incantations. So you can experiment with this and see what kind of damage you can get, or just play around with it as you please. So the next one is going to be with the Pulley Crossbow as well, and what this will do is you'll be able to shoot Greatbolts with the crossbow. So you're going to want to equip regular bolts in the right slot and Greatbolts in the left slot. Once you have that, all you have to do is reload your crossbow. So load it with the regular bolts, and then to use the Greatbolts, you have to jump and press the other button for the Greatbolts. And this does work very easily. You cannot shoot while standing. This does have to be while jumping in order to shoot those Greatbolts. This is definitely helpful for any of you people that are trying to have a crossbow in your build. This Pulley Crossbow is very nice because you can get that 3-shot Greatbolt out, which you are doing massive damage. Mine is only upgraded halfway, so I'm not even doing the full amount of damage I could possibly be doing. My favorite Greatbolts to use with this is going to be the lightning Greatbolts, just because if someone's blocking, you can hit them overhead with the lightning proc. So this one is definitely fun to use, and I highly recommend at least giving it a try. And of course the take no magic damage, which is going around currently. For this you need Seppuku, and then you're going to need the Crimson Whirl Bubble Tear, and then the last thing you'll need is a shield. I use the Shield of the Guilty with the Holy Ground Ash of War. So once you have all those things, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have your sword in your right hand and your shield unequipped in your left hand. And then from there, once you have just your sword out, you are going to use Seppuku. Once you use Seppuku, you are going to pull out your shield and use the Holy Ground. Once the Holy Ground is active and your guy pulls out your sword, drink the Bubble Tear. Once you drink that, wait until Madness runs out, then go out and use the Ash of War on the shield again for the Holy Ground. Wait 10 seconds in that area, and then walk out of that 10 seconds. It should wear off, and then the status effects will stay. And if you've done that right, you'll notice in your status, you will not take any magic, fire, lightning, or holy damage. However, you will still take physical damage, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to walk out here just to show you that I will not take any magic damage. I'm going to kill this guy because he will do physical damage to me. So I'm going to have these guys just shoot at me, and if you are low on health, this will actually gain you health from this status effect / glitch. So this next one is an old one, but it works awesome. This is a nice little rune farm if you don't have any of the other rune farms available to you. And this is basically being able to kill this dragon and have him respawn to get his runes. So all you need for this is basically any weapon. You want to put bleed on this because it will kill him a lot faster. I don't really have my bleed active really at the moment, just a little bit. And then I'm just going to hit him until his health runs out. Right when his health gets to the end, he will twitch, and then all you have to do is go sit at the site of grace before he dies completely, and you will get the runes. So once he twitches and he's in the process of dying, hurry and run to the site of grace on your horse, and then rinse and repeat. You just have to sit at the site of grace, and he will respawn, and you can keep doing this. This next one is just a respawn point glitch, so you can skip directly to the Radahn boss fight if you want to. At this site of grace, all you're going to do is follow me up to this side of the mountain up here. So once you're up here, watch out for the cute furry that's right there. He will bite you. So once you jump past him, you are going to go to this spot right here. And then once you are to this spot right here, all you have to do is just slide down the cliff, and then you will spawn in the Radahn boss area right before the boss fight. And make sure you slide and not jump. And then once you've done that, if you've done it correctly, you will spawn in this area right here, skipping directly to the Radahn boss fight. And this last one is going to be only for those of you who can vote in the presidential election. So if you can't vote, please don't watch this. But anyways, just follow the path like I do, because this is going to be one of the fastest routes in order to get to this rune falling glitch method. So make your way down this cliff. Be careful not to fall all the way down, because you can take a lot of damage, if not die. So once you're down here, all you have to do is get on your horse and then make your way to the right corner, where you can jump off and then do the rune falling glitch method. Make sure you don't jump too soon or too late, or else you will fall. So once you make your way around the cliffside, all you have to do is, of course, jump. Now I'm going to skip forward just to show you that I do get the runes for this, because this is one of the best ones to get the most amount of runes. So anyways, guys, hopefully this was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. You are awesome. We will catch you next time. Hit the damn subscribe button already.